Our first author this morning hails from Mamelodi in Pretoria and is a motivational speaker and a performer. She says her book titled Scars is a story of her breaking, falling and rising. It is a journey of self-development and overcoming adversity. Her name is Fadzy Endurance Makwaraawanda, and she joins us now to tell us more about her poetry book titled Scars. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning.
How are you?
Thank you so much.
Good, thank you. Tell us about Scars. What is the inspiration behind the book?
Okay, so the inspiration behind the book is the things that I went through when I was a very young girl at the age of 15. I suffered a lot of mental health issues and a lot of abuse at the time. So my book is basically about everything that I was going through, all the emotions that I went through at the time, you know, and overcoming all of that. So I just compiled everything that I went through, you know, just to help someone, you know, to learn from my journey, you know, and to see how I overcame my weaknesses, how I overcame, you know, the mental health issues, how I was able to regain myself after losing myself through so much pain that I went through. Yeah.
What are some of those stories and what are some of the, you know, issues that you went through that made you the better person that you are today?
Okay, so I went through some low self-esteem. I hated myself when I was younger. I thought, you know, my dark skin made me ugly, should I say, because, you know, when I was growing up, they would call me names, you know, to say, you know, you are too dark, this, maybe you should be a bit lighter and all those things. And it created a low self-esteem within me, and it also created self-hate within me, you know. So that drove me into a very dark pit. It drove me to depression. It drove me to anxiety. And I also went through some really heartbreaking, should I say, experiences as a young girl. You know, I was sexually abused at the age of 15. And, you know, getting out of that and healing and moving on and regaining my power was a very hard process for me, you know. But I was able to find myself again through poetry. I used to write a lot at the time. I would write about everything that I was feeling. That was my way of healing, you know, just jotting down everything that I was going through and expressing all those emotions, you know, as they are. Because sometimes, you see, when you are talking to someone, you can't really, you know, tell them everything that you are really going through, but you can always be honest with the pen and write down every emotion, every pain, you know, all of it, all the scars that were sitting inside me.
I want to talk even about the title Scars. What is the significance of the title of that?
Okay, so when you go through something painful in life, it cuts you and you bleed. But after all the bleeding, after the pain, you heal. So now after healing, what is left behind is the scars. So the scars are there to remind you of the things that you went through, and they are also there to remind you of your strength, to remind you that if you were able to heal from all these things, that you can heal from anything in life, that you can overcome anything, and you can take on anything in life.
And you're a motivational speaker as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so my passion for motivating awakened when I was about 16. I used to motivate students at school. I was in high school. So every Monday we had assembly. They would always ask me to motivate, and that was my favorite part of the assembly, you know, just motivating my peers, you know, just seeing their, you know, their passion reigniting and all those things. That was my favorite part of high school. So from there, I just, you know, kept doing it. And after high school, I scored a radio show on Mom's FM. So I go every Monday and I motivate my community and the society, you know. I just want everyone out there to know, you know, that we are more than the things that we've been through. We are more than our scars, you know, all the pain that we go through in life. We can still rise from the ashes and still become powerful and still, you know, achieve all the things that we want in life.
All right, Fadzy, thank you so much for talking to us. Well, we're definitely motivated today. Her book is titled Scars, Fadzy Endurance, and that was her book titled Scars.